Good day, ma'am, classmates. I am Rogelyn Gilabut, the second quarter of Group 1. My assigned topic is all about the statement of the Philippine hierarchy of the novels of Dr. Jose Rizal. The novels No Limitang Hiri and El Filibusterismo were doubly written as an expression of Rizal's ardent and generous love for our dear Philippines, and there are many beautiful passages in them showing this, and we are in favor of propagating these passages and encouraging our young generation to read. Noli is a love story or a romantic novel dedicated to our motherland, while El Fili is a political novel associated with revenge and anger and is dedicated to Gomborja. The first is more on action and motion, and the latter is thoughtful, discursive, and dialectal. Senate Bill number 438, the tantamount to forcing our Catholic youth to read doctrinal attacks against their religion without making it equally obligatory for them to read the answer to such attacks. Is this being fair to Catholics? So, I cannot have beliefs or opinions. However, it is important to ensure that students have balanced and fair access to information from all perspectives. If Catholic students are required to read materials critical of their faith, it is reasonable for provide them with materials that defends their beliefs and offers balanced perspectives. Providing a comprehensive and fair education is essential for all students, regardless of their religious background or beliefs. It is true that our government allows the teaching of religion in schools. So, the statement is true, no? The government permits the teaching of religion in schools. Third questions. Or will the government in the same manner make compulsory the reading of the Catholic doctrines contradicted in those novels? So, this sentence is questioning whether the government will make it mandatory for people to read Catholic doctrines, beliefs, and teachings that are contradicted in the novels mentioned. The sentence implies that if it is considered unfair or unnecessary to make people read certain novels, it would also be unfair to force people to read contradictory religious material. As in the case of certain biography of Rizal, we see here the same tendency to discriminate against Catholics in this Catholic country. So, the statement suggests that a biography of Rizal portrays a bias against Catholic in a predominantly Catholic country. This means that the biography could contain negative or discriminatory remarks about Catholics or Catholicism, which may be seen as problematic as the Philippines is now known for being a predominantly Catholic country. This bias could potentially be considered unfair or unjust. Does patriotism and nationalism consist in these assertions? So, I cannot have personal opinions, no? However, patriotism is defined as loyalty and devotion towards one's country. While nationalism is defined as a political ideology that emphasizes the importance of the nation-state. Both patriotism and nationalism can involve assertions of pride and love for one's country, but they can also lead to negative outcomes such as discrimination against other countries or ethnic groups. Therefore, it depends on the individual's interpretation and expression of these concepts. If not, then it is evident that the political and social principles of Rizal are not inseparable from those passages which we considered objectionable from the point of view of our search. So, this statement suggests that If the objectionable passages in Rizal's works are removed, it becomes clear that his political and social beliefs are not interconnected with those passages. In other words, those passages may have been written from a different perspective or intention and do not necessarily reflect Rizal's overall ideologies. Therefore, the removal of such passages should not result in the dismissal or condemnation of Rizal ideas and principles, particularly in terms of political and social issues. Therefore, statements against the search contained in the novels should never be considered indispensable parts of the ideals we want to teach our youth. So, um, this statement now means that criticisms made against the search in novels should not be automatically accepted as important values that we want to teach young people. Just because a book criticizes the church does not mean that it is necessarily available or necessarily perspective to impart on young people. The statement suggests that educators and parents should be critical of the messages in novels and determine whether they align with the values that they want to teach. Religious conscience. From the word religious conscience, it refers to an individual's personal beliefs and convictions regarding religious and spiritual matters and the practice of their faith. It is the inner voice that guides a person's behavior and choices based on their religious values and principles. Religious conscience is often shaped by the teachings of a particular religions as well as by personal experiences, cultural backgrounds, and other factors. It is considered a deep and important aspect of a person's identity, and many individuals rely in their religious conscience to live a meaningful and purposeful life. Formed by one's belief in and adherence to the teachings and laws of one's own faith. So it means faithfulness is the act of following and believing in the teachings and laws of one's own religion. So Catholic conscience. So from the word Catholic conscience, it refers to the personal beliefs and moral principles of Catholic individuals regarding what is right or wrong. It influences their decision making and guides their behavior in accordance with the teachings of the Catholic Church. A Catholic conscience is formed through education, prayer, and reflection on the scriptures and church teachings. Then is guided by Catholic teachings and the laws of the Catholic Church. So this means that the person or thing being referred to is influenced by Catholic teaching and follows the laws set forth by the Catholic Church. There is a focus on adhering to the beliefs and practices of the Catholic faith. But, on the other hand, there are millions of Filipinos from all levels of life, from the farmhand to the learned professional and academic professor, who take the search as the guide of their conscience. This means that while some Filipinos may not consider the search as an important influence in their lives, there are still many others who rely on the teachings of the search to make informed decisions and live a moral and ethical life. So, this includes people from various backgrounds and professions, indicating that the impact of search is widely felt in Philippine society.